Hello friends, from now we are going to start Science and Technology, Health and Environment for all our modules. So let us come to the topic number 3, Gold Nanoconjugates on Antibacterial Action. Now what is Gold Nanoconjugates and how are they producing antibacterial effect in our body? We are going to study and get an insight about that matter. Gold nanoconjugates are accordingly binding some proteins or some short peptides. Okay, so the peptides are short proteins. Suppose this is a main protein, it is very long. So if you cut a part of this protein, so this is called a peptide. So these peptides are attached to a gold nanoparticle and they are targeted to some specific cells such as Escherichia coli, E. coli or Salmonella typhi. So they are targeted to these cells and these nanoconjugates entered the bacteria and they disrupted the cell membrane. This was the news, and they showed 40% better antibacterial property than these free peptides when used as a medicine. So let us come to the nanoconjugates. IIT Delhi is on a new drug delivery system. So there's researchers from IIT Delhi, they had a noble generation of nanoconjugates. Nanoconjugates means nanoparticles bound to some biomolecules. So what are nanoparticles? Nanoparticles are very small minuscule particles. You can see this is a picture of RBC and this is a nanoparticle. So it is a very minuscule particle, smaller than many of our cells, and it can be made up of carbon, gold and silver. So what is the basic use of these nanoparticles? You can see this is a picture of nanoparticle, the inside picture. They has large surface area. So the surface area is very large and they have little mass. So that helps them to attach lot of particles in their body. So basically they can attach lot of particles in their body. So biomolecules, what are attaching in their body? Biomolecules are attaching into their body, that is the surface of their body, and the biomolecules can be proteins, DNA or sometimes some chemical drugs. Now these nanoparticles, when nanoparticles are adding up with the biomolecules, they are making nanoconjugates. So nanoparticles plus the biomolecules are making the nanoconjugates, and nanoconjugates are widely used in medical research and they are used for targeted drug delivery system. That means they can target a specific organ of your body and they can act on that part. So they can target a specific part and they can act in only that part. So that is called targeted drug delivery system. So thus they can reach a specific body part and they are a minuscule, very small transport system that can directly deliver us some helpful drugs. So let's see how nanoparticles or how nanoconjugates are helping in the targeted drug delivery system. Okay, so they can be taken orally, so they can be used as a medicine kind of purpose, or they can be directly pushed into the bloodstream. Now you can see that these are the gold nanoconjugates. Okay, so they can enter into the bloodstream. Now you can see in the picture it is a cancer tumor. Okay, it is a cancer tumor, which means there is lot of cells and they are continuously increasing their size, they are dividing, they are proliferating. Now what will happen? They will directly go. Now medicines can't directly go into the bloodstream very fast. These nanoparticles when they are mixed with the biomolecules, they will go into the tumor part and they will destroy it much faster. But how will they prevent themselves from destruction? We also know there is a cell called as macrophage. they are our defense cells. Now in the blood we have some cells called as macrophage. Macrophage can destroy the nanoparticles. Macrophage can destroy the nanoparticles or the nanoconjugates here. So this macrophage, in order to stop this macrophage from destroying the good nanoparticles, we have a special coating that enters our bloodstream. So this special coating, sometimes it is polyethylene glycol. It is in a higher branch of science. This polyethylene glycol, sometimes it helps the nanoconjugates to enter into the bloodstream and remain into the bloodstream without taken up, without being fighting with the macrophages. So simply put, nanoconjugates are basically a drug carrier, a biomolecule carrier, which is carrying our medicine into the proper part where we need it, and they are using very small amount, and they are very effective, and they are saving themselves from getting killed by the macrophages using the special coating which is called PEG, polyethylene glycol. So ultimately these nanoparticles attached with the biomolecules called as nanoconjugates, they can kill the tumor cells after they are able to target themselves into the particular tumor positions. Okay, so why nanoconjugates will be preferred over antibiotics? Now we know that antibiotics is a general medicine, right? So we have to take it with our food. Okay, they are made from preparation from a good microbe that can kill another harmful microbe. So they are in a kind of medicinal preparation, okay, but they can have severe side effects in our body. So if they are taken in large doses, we can have side effects such as nausea, vomiting, and sometimes allergic reactions. Okay, so antibiotics has to be very carefully chosen while dealing with patient to patient. They can't be given one to everywhere. Okay, suppose it encounters the antibiotic, it can develop resistance. That means that the antibiotic will no longer be productive, no longer can protect the animal, the human, from the microbe, because the microbes have the ability to take up the antibiotic and understand what is killing them. So next time if the antibiotic comes, they will become resistant to this antibiotic. This has created medical science to develop more and more higher and much more powerful antibiotics, which are more and more harmful for us also. So the main concern is now reduction of this resistance as well as small quantity of antibiotics, it's so that it can overcome all these limitations. So who are doing this? The nanoconjugates are doing this. They are reducing the resistance because the doses are very small in the nanoconjugates and they are directly taking it. So there is no way the antibiotic or any kind of medical preparations can go as waste. Okay. So where is it applicable? So it is applicable in cancer patients. Nanoconjugates are used because in the cancer patients, it is widely regarded as a very good medicine, and the researchers from IIT Delhi are using the same technique for cancer patients. So let us check why cancer patients need them. Okay, because the cancer patients undergo chemotherapy. This is a kind of system where they lose many of their good cells because of their radiation. Okay, the chemotherapy increases the radiation in their body and they lose lot of their immune cells, their defense cells. Okay, so they become prone to bacterial infection, and then the nanoconjugates come into action. Then these nanoconjugates boost their immune system. So if you inject in a cancer patient some nanoconjugates, these bacterial cells can be killed. Okay, like the bacterial cells we talked about is Escherichia coli, Salmonella typhi. These are normal cells. This can cause typhoid or any kind of dysentery. These small bacteria are very harmful. Now generally we are immune, but the cancer patients may not be immune from these kind of bacteria. So they has to be killed in their body So thus lower doses can be required, is effective. In nanomolar quantities, in very small quantities, the bacterial cells can be killed because of this good friend called as nanoconjugate. Okay, and also they can kill incubating bacteria that is yet to be active in the body. It can be also killed in the normal cells by proper targeted drug delivery. So this is all about the nanoconjugates that the IIT Delhi researchers are finding it about, and they will require more time to test it on human patients, cancer patients. So thus this is about nanoconjugates, and let us now move on to the topic number 4. Thus we come to an end of this module. We are highly thankful to you for watching this video. For more such informative science and technology and health related videos, tune into Learning Space Digital. This is me, Amrita Naidu, and we will come back to more further modules in the next week.